twisting, turning. That's a penalty, is it? No, he's still going. Oh, how about that? How about that?
Two friends, two minds, and one love for Arsenal Football Club. You are now listening to the Caught in Two Minds podcast.
Meanwhile, Shelly weaves his way through.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to the podcast, Caught in Two Minds. E. Marshall. That Fitz over there at Guna Rush. You know, after a long night, I'm not used to football matches starting at 3:15 in the afternoon. You know, leaking into my dinner time and my, it's just.
One of the things that I fell in love with soccer about here in the U.S. when I was like, oh wow, nice little live action game, and with my morning coffee. That sure.
Right. So yeah, it was, the whole day was weird. The game was weird. We started out great, but eventually Arsenal lose to Liverpool. The atmosphere at the Emirates was tremendous. I have to give them credit. I'm usually dumping on them. They talk all that shit about, us being Americans and don't really know what time it is. Well, let me just say, the atmosphere jumped off the screen, and I was excited. I wasn't expecting too much. You sent me that text before, or that voice recording, and you were kind of excited and fired up, and I just wanted us to be able to compete, and for the first half we were able to do that.
We looked good first half, took it at them, hitting the back of the net seems to be our only issue. So
yeah.
But I mean, it's like I said, though. I mean, I'm not disappointed with the game, though. I mean, we gave it to them best we could, and as much as it meant for us, it meant a whole lot for them.
Yeah,
they're draw 1 point from Man City now.
Yeah,
they got a shot.
They're competing for the title, so this was even a huger match for them.
Yeah.
They really needed this game. What I liked about Liverpool's approach was, they were under pressure that entire first half. But where the differences in the team and how far we are away is they never panicked. They never got discouraged. They never were worried or frantic. Even the right back, Alexander, who was getting Alexander Arnold, who was getting his ass whooped all first half. Even he didn't panic.
Yeah,
Martinelli, embarrassed him basically for the majority of that first half. But he never panicked. The whole team never panicked. They all look, they all have that Virgil van Dijk, just I'm cool as fuck, and we'll get through this. Their coach panicked. And he gets a little crazy, but for the team, with the experience and the amount of time they've been playing with each other, it showed in that second half. And when they just went ahead and, took the game over, really.
I thought, as much as Klopp was jumping around and running around, I think he's just naturally nervous if Mo ain't out there.
Right.
So I think a lot of it was like spacing and closing balls down and stuff like that, like effort.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought he called a good game because I think that I think the one thing that just kind of got us in the second half was tired. They did stay composed all first half and stuff like that. But I even think he put in there that, because they just didn't come at us the way they normally do, like attacking down the side hard. And
right.
It's almost like he just kind of put the brakes on them for the first half and said, let's let Arsenal run around a little bit and see if we could tire them out a little bit. And then second half, we'll attack them. And
right.
So I thought he called a good game. and made some right moves. I thought it was ballsy to wait as long as he did for Mo. If you're bringing him in, I figured shit, you're gonna be bringing him in quick, aren't you? Like halftime probably, or but nope, he waited. He waited until like the 70th minute or something.
Yeah, and they had already scored both their goals. So the as far as the approach was, I think the approach was dictated by the quality we have from an attacking point of view out wide. Their fullbacks kind of had to stay back, whereas usually they're pushing forward a lot. That's because Martinelli was terrorizing Arnold Alexander, whatever his name is, and Saka on the other end, Robertson or Robinson. He really couldn't push up as much because those guys are a threat for us.
Yeah.
What I like about matches like this, and what I was excited to see, was who's a big game player, who's going to
Yeah.
step up and represent, and
Yeah.
we only had a few players out there that did that yesterday. That was one. Martinelli was one, Partey, Xhaka, even Ben White. But for the most part, to me, a lot of the team came out tight and nervous. And I'll start with Gabriel, our center back. I thought he looked nervous. I just thought there was a few players out there who just really looked nervous and tight and didn't perform, especially on that back line. So
the I didn't think Cedric had his best game. I thought he seemed to he missed a couple things, but one thing I noticed is he got missed on that like holding the tight line. He was the one who got caught when they put it to the back post and they almost scored on us. And then later on, I noticed that it was him again that played the dude on side, that I just thought he was just a little loose yesterday.
Yeah. In particular, he's one of the ones, but I mean, like I said, he's our backup. He's been playing well lately. You can see it, and you can see it. I could really see it in Gabriel. He was just uncomposed as far as some of the decisions he made. And the reason why I'm pointing him out is because he's a big figure on the team. He's not supposed to be that guy who shrinks in matches like this. I thought Saka showed his age. There's peaks and valleys with young players. I thought, did he try to do it? Did he do enough? And I would say no in comparison to Martinelli, but it looked like we were really trying to go at Trent Alexander-Arnold, whatever the dash is.
TAA.
Whatever. Okay. But I thought we were really trying to force that issue. But in the process, we forgot about Saka. He wasn't a big threat out there. And I don't know if it's like it's not his fault. I'm just saying in certain points of the match, players of his stature, we've been building him up. Sometimes they come, they get the ball, they force the issue, and they get involved in the match. And I just don't think he did that enough. Odegaard, I thought Partey, there was a few stretches there where he made a few loose passes, but for the most part, he handled the pressure, and I thought he played pretty well.
I went through most of the game thinking Partey put in another real good session, and then towards the end, it was towards the end of the game where he let a few loose passes go and put us kind of on our heels trying to get back and stuff like that. But Odegaard didn't have his best game, I didn't think. No. I mean, if there was anybody else, I would just point out that, I mean, I don't know. We could talk about Laka later. I don't know what to think
we're going to.
Yeah. But Odegaard, he was the thing is though, like we were saying, even going into the game, most people's sentiment was, man, I just want us to show up and give effort and just play with them. Yeah. And we did compete.
Yep.
And when I say Odegaard and Saka maybe didn't have the best games and stuff like that, I mean, it wasn't from lack of trying, or we were doing what we could, but I don't know if we just kind of bowed to the fact that maybe Liverpool's better team than us, and we tried, but you know.
Well, yeah, they're
Allison had a couple really nice saves that kind of kept them level. I mean,
right. Odegaard, man, if Odegaard makes that empty netter,
we go up 1-0 at that point.
1-0. You would think that would change the game. Here's the thing with Laka. This is why I've been saying what I've been saying about him. The work he does is tremendous, but there was a few moments throughout the game where Martinelli got to the byline and put crosses in, and there was nobody there. And against a team like Liverpool,
it was glaring to me. I was just like, man, any young, quick little striker would have just stuck a foot in there. Well, I mean, even Firmino's goal on us,
right?
Who's not even a young guy, but you saw like
he was
there
there.
Was still work to do. There was still work to do, and he did it. He saw it, he reacted, he got there, he backheeled it in, like in a very Laka has that kind of skill, but the reaction is just
well, he's doing so many other things that kind of take him from that kind of like as far as like just
put Pepe there.
Not his fault.
Put him there.
Not his fault.
I could see it.
I'm not saying Pepe's the answer. I'm saying maybe Martinelli's the answer. But like you said early, a few podcasts ago, this is the situation we're in.
Yep.
We don't have another option.
Yeah.
I would like to maybe see Nketiah finally get a shot. Finally, well, he's leaving, but still, it'd be nice to see him get some games in. Especially we got Aston Villa coming up on Saturday. Arteta's already come out and he's complaining about the schedule. And I mean, of course, there's going to be a fixture pileup. We're 2 games. We got 2 games
to make up now. Shit.
There's nothing. There's no more playing once a week as far as until we make these games up.
Yeah.
And for him to complain about it is kind of weird. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, I mean, you know how the Premier League is.
Yeah.
Just look at the holiday schedule. It's ridiculous.
It's just so classic. All the managers do it too and shit. It's just
right. Wenger's been doing that shit for years.
Yeah.
But I mean, so Saturday against Aston Villa would be really, hey, let's throw Eddie and Nketiah out there. Just because,
I would say to me, Arteta, all I would tell him is just, hey, if there's anybody that just is even, maybe tired, or you even got to question whether he's really good to go today, it's Villa. I mean,
we got to win.
Show faith. I mean, show faith. So, I'm not saying change the whole lineup, but my obvious impression would be that Laka would probably be a good person to just give a rest to.
Definitely.
He's the old guy, and you could tell days that he's got more juice and days that he's more tired. You could see it in his run, Right. I mean, I think he needs a break. So who are you going to put there, Arteta? That's what I would say.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe, Saka might even need a break, or Martinelli. I don't know. One of the two.
Martinelli.
When you got Pepe, I mean, it's easy to just say, all right, man, we're going to go with Pepe and Saka go to the left or whatever you want to do.
ESR, he hasn't played in a while.
ESR.
He's coming,
These are all guys I trust. I feel are, every bit as equal, maybe not quite, but or whatever, but not in performances. But ESR is our leading goal scorer still. So there's no embarrassment to start him.
No, not at all. Not at all. And I mean, he definitely there's going to be some tired legs after that match. They really put in a lot of effort, and you can even see, like you said, towards the end of that second half, we got a little tired. And it wasn't because I just seemed like the whole team was shocked at how much pressure we were able to put on them. You know what I mean?
So we just kept going for it.
And
Like
every
when he brought ESR in, he doesn't always bring him in for Odegaard. A lot of times he puts him out on the left, brings him in for Martinelli.
right.
Martinelli was spanking. I was kind of happy to see that he stuck with him because, hey, man, you might as well keep going to the well. He seems to be the one guy that can get by.
Yeah.
But I remember Odegaard came off. He didn't have the best game, but I also will note, like I noticed in the first half, like he was making runs, man. He kept running at the goalie. He was chasing the ball down. Like
Yeah.
he was really putting in a shift, and I just feel like he got tired. Like I could see like
The
he's
pressing,
tired.
yeah.
And
Totally. The pressing we did in the first half was highly effective. I thought we controlled the game more than them. They had a lot of corners, which was weird to start a match, but once the flow of the game got going in the first half, I thought we gave way more than they gave as far as, who's going to score first. And I think that's the separation now is they're a team that's been together longer than us. They've been through the grind. They've won Champions League together. They've got league titles. They've won everything. And they were able to, they didn't panic during that stretch. They kept it together, got to halftime. And that damn Jota, whatever his name is, I can't stand that guy now.
Hey, that goal. I mean, not to be so technical, but it was really beautiful, and it was all about the fact that Mane scares the shit out of us.
Right.
So when he cut to the inside, Jota just wait. I mean, the timing is just beautiful.
Yeah.
He waited till the right second, and then he jumped into the gap, and the ball was just wide open and easy. And
it was beautiful. Ramsdale got beat on his near post a couple of times, I think, which is, unlike him. So I just think
you know what? That's right. I did want to, because I was always very harsh about Leno, especially about his positioning. I felt like he was positioned. I thought Ramsdale, he was loose too, kind of. He was positioned a little wrong for that near post one when Ben White came to help him, and the announcer was right. He was just like, you got to guard the near piece. That's like a pot of gold. You got to guard it.
Right. And I was talking about Gabriel. You could see him being, to me, nervous, tight. Same thing with Ramsdale. Who else? Those two have been particular. Ramsdale, Gabriel, and I just really noticed it on that first goal because it was he could have cleared it, but he freaked out and he just kicked it. It was a poor clearance, and then somebody else could have cleared it. And then the next thing you know, it's the back of the net for the first goal. I don't know.
The second one was Saka. Saka tried to, instead of just clearing it down the pitch, he tried to find somebody, and took it right back from him again.
And he's our guy. But I'm not down on him. I'm just saying these are the growing pains, we haven't been experiencing because he's just been so good. But these are the ones where you're like, okay, he's a young player. He's gonna learn from this. This is little peaks and valleys. This is a situation where, hey, you're our guy, not Martinelli.
Right.
Martinelli's not our guy. You're our guy.
I mean, you've been crowned the chosen one on this team. So, I mean, I need you to be leadership chosen. Show everybody why it is you've been the one that's exactly we got all our hopes and futures in.
Sometimes you gotta make it happen. And I know that I know that sounds harsh, but we saw it last week with Ronaldo against Tottenham. He scored a hat trick. After not playing for a while. I'm not lumping him in there yet. I know he's just a kid, but what I'm saying is he's got to learn from this. This is a big match. And if your stars don't show up against a big team, it's going to be tough to come away with
a big stamp on it, man. You got to put a big stamp on it.
Exactly. Now, Martinelli, he comes with the right attitude all the time. But I will say this, a lot of huff and puff. You know what I mean? But at the same, hold on. He's playing out wide, so I'm going to take that back. Yeah, he needs somebody to be on the end of those crosses or those those balls he's putting in the middle. I have no complaints with his game. I saw some people online saying that, you know, he's he does a lot, but what does he really do?
What's the end result?
The end result,
So, and I'll say this: a lot of it is the defense lack of respect for Laka.
Right.
Because as soon as we get somebody that can get on the end of those little passes like he did, nothing was wrong with either. Like there was at least two of them that were right there. Somebody's got to get on the end of them.
Totally.
But as soon as we get somebody that can get on the end of them like that, now defenders, like, they have to respect that cross. And he's so fast and so good with the ball, so he can start sliding up and taking near post shots and all that kind of shit, like Jota did on us and shit.
No, yeah, you're
because
absolutely.
They got to respect that cross so much, but they don't respect Laka. You can't go to Laka in the air, so it's only one way you can get it to him is trying to slide it on the ground. So you've already taken out one option, like how to play Laka.
No, that's true. That's true. It's when we get a younger, more dynamic striker, physical, then it's gonna open up everything for Martinelli as far as
I tell you what, for now,
the
right
ability
now,
to score goals.
I'm just talking myself into this right now. There's only one guy in that position that could help him in that, and that's Nketiah.
Right,
I think he makes good runs, and he can play in the air a little bit. And
he's more of a poacher to me than Laka too.
He's a poacher.
So he's gonna be around to get those little dirty ass goals, in that area.
Yes,
that's kind of his style.
Little back heel that nobody saw coming, and
exactly. Exactly.
I don't know. It's worth a try, man. Especially like you said with Villa and Laka needs a break. Like, I don't know. It seemed like a respectful thing to do. At least is just be like, hey, you're a backup striker all for the last 20 games. When I bring Laka out, I put you in. So it should be your turn.
Well, even if you want to start him for a little while and then bring Laka in the second half, it's no big deal. But at this stage with the running games, with Laka just kind of looking, tired or not really having that burst, why not give him a shot? Is how I look at it. Plus, after Saturday, they go on international break.
Yeah.
So he might be thinking Laka's not getting a call up for the national team. So he might just,
let me run him out one more time.
Just run his ass out there. So yeah, we still got a ways to go to get those.
Yeah.
Those the Chelseas, the Liverpools, and the Man Cities. But we're coming.
Yeah.
That's my takeaway from this match. We still
even the loss against Man City 2 months ago. I mean, we played them. Yeah. We played them, and they got us at the end in a dirty goal from Rodrigo in the box to get the second one. But we played with them the whole game.
Yeah, exactly.
Arsenal's competing. They're competing. They come with effort, and it looks legitimate. So.
Yeah. So that was my takeaway. We still got a little ways to go, but hey, we're coming. And what separated us today was the the amount of time Liverpool players have played with each other. They've been through the trenches of war. Yeah. They've won titles together, and to me, that was they never panicked, and we were flying all over the pitch in the first half. They were under pressure.
Yeah,
and that's a testament to how far we've come. Usually when we come in these games, it's let's pack it in and hope for the best. So, like you said, you can see progress, and we play on Saturday. So we play Aston Villa before we go on a little 2-week international.
And your quick question,
and here it comes: Can we get top 4?
Yeah.
You still got us a top. Okay, let me see.
Yes. Everybody knock on wood. It's just all about injuries for us and for other teams.
Yeah.
Tottenham's only, a player away from even being a threat. And, if Kane goes down, I don't know what they're going to do, that kind of thing.
We got a game in hand on them, and we're 3 points ahead of them.
Okay.
So we still play them. We're 1 point ahead of Man U, but I think we got 2 games ahead. We got 2 games ahead on them. So in hand. So,
and are those the only 2 guys now? Where's West Ham?
West Ham is with Tottenham, but we got 2 games in hands on them. Okay. So, and they're 3 points behind us. So
all right.
It's getting tight, but I think we still got to play all those teams. We still got to play Man U, Tottenham, West Ham, and Chelsea. So, so I'm going to say right now.
But our next 4, Villa, Crystal Palace, Brighton, and Southampton before Chelsea.
Yeah.
That's 4 winnables at least. Hopefully it could be 4 winnables.
Right. 12 points right there.
And that would be a wonderful thing.
Definitely. Yeah, and that's mainly the key.
Mm-hmm.
We got to beat
those that we got to win.
We got to beat the teams we're supposed to beat. And if we can get a point or anything out of those, the Chelseas, the Tottenhams, and the West Hams, and the Man Uniteds, then we should be just fine. Right now, I'm going to say I don't know. I know that's not what we do here. You know what I mean? You got to come out.
Excuse me, sir.
You gotta come out and make a decision. But right now, I don't know.
Man, if y'all don't roast him, man, go to the comments and let this fool know. Riding the line, the fence, we don't allow it.
I'm still thinking about. Actually, we score goals against bad teams, so I say we will. I say we'll get the top 4. Okay. I say we will at this point.
Those 4 games leading into Chelsea on 420, dude. Yeah. 420 Chelsea game, bro. Let's do this, man.
And on that note, dude, let's get the hell out of here. Peace out. Oh, go to YouTube and subscribe. Thanks for all the new subscribers and all the support. We do it for you guys. Okay? We do it for you guys. Fitz.
One love.
Peace. Oh shit, what have I done? Hold on. Look at that.
Oh, we're in a black hole.
Hold on a second. There we go. That's that. All right. Peace out.
Alternate reality.
Peace out.
Twisting, turning. That's a penalty, is it? No, he's still going. Oh, how about that? How about that?
Thank you for tuning into Caught in Two Minds. Please head on over to iTunes to subscribe, rate, and review. All feedback is much appreciated. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at CITM Podcasts, at Guna Rush, and at eMarshall Comedy. The music of this podcast is brought to you by Statics. If you like what you hear, please head on over to staticsmusic.com and be sure to follow them on Twitter and Instagram at Statics Music. That's STATX Music. Peace.